Good morning from the French Alps. It's another sunny day, but a chilly one, and it's episode 5 of the Marmotte Diaries. This is the final episode with less than a week to go. So in this episode, I'm just going to mention two things. Firstly, the parts of the course where I ride in a group, and secondly, what technique I use on hairpin bends or switchbacks. So firstly, with the group situation, the two parts of the course where you need to be in a group are the bottom of the Glandon to the bottom of the Telegraph. So at the bottom of the Glandon, I'll hang around at the bottom before I go over the timing mat to make sure I'm in a group for the slog up to Saint-Jean-de-Maurienne and on to Saint-Michel-de-Maurienne in the bottom of the Telegraph, which is always a headwind. Similarly, the descent of the Galibier, once you get down to the Lotteret, it's a non-technical descent all the way back down to Bourg d'Oisans. And again, I'm going to either, if there's a group in front of me, I'll chase for it if it's only a couple of 100 metres in front of me, but more than likely I'll just hang back and wait for a group to form. So finally, with switchbacks and hairpin bends, this is the three techniques that work for me, and I am using quite steep hairpins here to exaggerate the technique. So whether you're on something that's super steep or even a climb like Alpe d'Huez where the bends are actually really flat once you get onto the actual bend itself, you can employ the same technique. So all of these examples are obviously, if it's safe to do so, use the whole road. So for example, in an event like the Marmotte where Alpe d'Huez is on closed roads, you can use this technique. So in this first example, this is the option to use if you're feeling super strong and you want to attack your mates. I'm coming into the bend quite quickly and I'm going to cut right across the apex and accelerate out of the bend. And this is just the reverse example, the left hand bend. Now, the second technique, this is the technique I would use going up Alpe d'Huez in the Marmotte if I'm absolutely on my knees at the end of the event. So I'm going as far out on the bend as possible to the flattest part of the bend. So imagine if you're going up Alpe d'Huez and there's 21 bends and you do this on every bend, you're going to have probably 10 or 15 seconds of soft pedaling on every bend. So that's going to give you quite a lot of recuperation over the whole climb. And finally, this is the third technique. Here's the right hand version and the left hand version. So let's just break that down a bit more. So in this final technique, and this is probably the one I use most often, so I'm swinging out, coming up into the bend and then going around the outside, but then I'll cut back across towards the apex, and you often find that there's a flatter section on this line of attack. So thanks for watching this series of diaries leading up to the Marmotte. Again, if you have any questions before the event, please drop them in the comments below. I hope the series has been useful. Now next week I will be taking the camera with me, so shortly after the event I'll be uploading my full review and you'll be able to see how I get on. So next week I'm number 131, so if you see me, give me a tap on the shoulder, and good luck in the event and let us know how you get on.